this is Meredith from vidpromom.com, and I've gotten a few questions over the last couple of months about what's going on with the weird lights that are in my eyes. So let me answer that question for you today. I don't have a studio. In case you haven't noticed, I'm not shooting in any kind of a video studio. I'm shooting in my living room, which doubles as my office. Right over there is literally my office in the corner of the living room. I like to call it my corner office. That's what it is, right? And because I don't have a studio space, I don't have any place to set up all of my gear, like my camera and tripod and studio lights and stuff like that. So a few months ago, I invested in a ring light, which is made by Diva. It's a full-size ring light. Now, I did purchase my Diva ring light on my own, but I am partnering with the company to bring you this review and this kind of before and after and how-to behind the scenes video so you can see how I do what I do. So I shoot almost all of my YouTube videos with a Canon 70D. It's a digital SLR camera. It's great for vlogging, and it's also great for regular photography as well. And I also have an onboard shotgun mic for all of my audio. Previous to when I owned this Diva ring light, I relied 100% on natural light. One of the problems that I used to run into a lot was I would set aside a time to shoot a couple of videos or even just one video on a particular day, and then that day would get here and it would be dark. Or once daylight savings ended and it started getting dark at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it really messed up my plans for shooting because I relied so heavily on daylight. So now I can grab my tripod and my camera and my ring light and shoot anytime and really anywhere in my house because I don't have to worry about the natural light coming in. So that's why lately I have been shooting in my living room, because that's where I have kind of the most amount of space. I don't have to rearrange things, and I don't have to worry about facing the windows. I can just set everything up and press record. And so let me show you how this whole thing works. Basically, the ring light itself goes onto the tripod, and then there's this bracket that you attach your camera to. And I'll be honest with you, it's just a little bit weird at first. So the camera attaches to the bracket so that the lens of your camera is almost basically in the center of the ring. So it just gives off this really great light that doesn't really cause a lot of shadows and things. And this light can get really bright. Now, I tend to stand fairly close to my camera. I'm using a regular kit lens. It's an 18 to 55 millimeter lens. I'm not using any fancy lenses because I like to stand this close to the camera. I'm about a foot away-ish to the lens. So I usually don't have to have my ring light pumped up to the fullest light that there is, because if I did, then I would be like super washed out. But if I needed to stand further away, then then I would need to bump it up. One of the things that I see with some other brands of ring lights is that they're not dimmable. And I don't know how bright they are, to begin with, but I adjust the dim level of my light all the time. And actually, sometimes I'll be in the middle of a video and the sun will kind of come out and I'll have to actually adjust it down a little bit. So I'm not sure what I would do with a light that wasn't dimmable. So that is why I have the Supernova. So this light just plugs into the wall and it just has a switch in the back, an on-off switch. And then the Supernova has a dimmer. So it's just a little knob on the bottom that you can change. So obviously you can see what it looks like when I am using my Diva ring light. But let me show you what it would look like if I needed to shoot a video today in my house and I didn't have this ring light. So I'm gonna shut the ring light off. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Let's go over to my porch, which is where I used to shoot my videos. So I brought the tripod and everything out on my porch so that I could just show you. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I have shot lots of videos on this porch with the coat rack behind me and my door back there and my kitchen. And I have light on many sides of me. It's a little bit shadowy here on my face, but it works. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not that great because I can't control it. I mean, I could put up curtains or something, but then, I mean, I can't control the natural light. And my ISO is pumped all the way up to 6400, so I can't really tell when I'm looking at the screen of my camera, but when I pull this in to edit, it's gonna be grainy, especially like right here where this dark coat is, or like the floor. It's gonna be like a little bit grainy. So ideally, we don't want our ISO up that high. I'm gonna bring it down. I have it at 16 right now, and if I turn the ring light on, and my ring light is down as dim as it goes, so I can bring my ISO down even further. Let's see. That's not bad. So this is me with the ring light on my porch with the ISO at 1000. And this is me on my porch with the ring light off with the ISO pumped all the way up to 6400. I think we better just keep it on where I can actually control the dimness of my light. So I have nothing against natural light. It's great. I use natural light for a long time. And you know, it's great if you don't have money to invest in lighting equipment, but when you're ready to invest in your lighting and your setup and like how you look on camera and stuff, highly recommend that you get yourself a Diva ring light.